some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Louisville Cardinals, taking on last year's national champions, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Cardinals will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Fielded in the end zone, it's Coffee. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Wants to go up top on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make it.
Just steamrolling the defense. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Wow, how about the stop-start speed? That reminds you of Napoleon Kaufman or Bishop Sankey, Myles Gaskin, great Washington Husky running backs of years past that just made defenders look silly because of that stop-start ability. This dude has some wheels.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Leaves it with the back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Working the middle, it's complete. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guys bet.
And he's got it! Touchdown, Huskies!
And I tell you what, this offense, man, we got a small sample size. We only had one game where they were unbelievable last game, but another score.
Oh, they blocked the extra point. He's got it. He can take this back for 2. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense, getting penetration. Everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy in the ground.
Back to pass on second down. Got his man out of the backfield. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
The Cardinals will snap it on 1st and 10. Rides the back on the option to give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Off the RPO complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, never complain.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
And how about the aggressiveness of this defense? I love this. Don't let him get to the sideline. Kept the ball in the middle of the field, went after the quarterback right away like some missiles, and got him on the ground.
Lost yardage leaves them looking at 2nd and 14. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. Makes the grab. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Louisville. Oh, that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Coffee. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. He might want another play. Off-play action on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
He's in open space downfield. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Hard in the backfield, it's Davis. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. And the Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Power football with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way. At least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
Wants to throw on third down. Now improvising. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Well, he's off to an awesome start this season. Had a sack in their last game, gets his first sack right now. I think he has a chance to be a huge focal point in this defense moving forward, but let's just worry about what's happening now. This offense has to find a way to slow him down.
Maybe a bit of a gamble going for it on 4th and short from their own 46. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. No one there to stop him, except the fellow in the stripes shirt who threw the penalty flag. This one might be coming back. They thought they had the lead, and the flag breaks their heart, and now they'll have to try it again. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. They'll crank up this drive with a pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Makes it past the marker. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Tight end now in motion. Now they'll run it on the toss. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Looking to throw on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. Intercepted.
Well, the defense was able to get to the QB, and I think that's what really creates the interception. Because of the pressure, because of the hit on the quarterback, it affected the velocity, it affected the accuracy of the throw. The defense comes away with a huge takeaway.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They go to the ground. Got enough for the first. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
That's a really good-looking run, too. And when you think back to Washington football, you talk a lot about the quarterbacks they've had, these great aerial assaults, but they've always needed to have balance as well. You get that by running the football, and this guy really helps keep defenses honest because they don't know what's coming at them. With a weapon like him in the backfield, he really makes this offense go.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Wolf. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. The Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. It's a draw.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
And the Huskies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll run it from the gun. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
The Huskies pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Fires to the wideout. He caught it. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. He wants it all. And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Going for 6. Touchdown, Washington. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Back to pass. Might be looking to run. He'll pull it down. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. The play-action fake. Unloads to the wideout. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on third down? They'll try to pick up the first through the air. This time he's got his man. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
To the air on first down. Unleashes one deep. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Here comes the heat. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
I'm impressed with this defense, man, because that QB is lightning fast. You see how fast that defender was able to get to him and force the incompletion? Wow.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. And that ball is in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Will not get there. A fourth down stop. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Washington about to boot it deep to start things in the second half. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Louisville has it back, and the offense coming out ready to attack. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. To the air on second down. Dances away. Bought a little time, lets it go. He throws back across his body, and it's picked off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Wants to throw on first down. Quick strike complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
The running back has it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Now facing a third and long.
Get set.
Off play action. On the move to his left. Fires on the move. Looking for the goal line. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
And the defense has to be kicking themselves for allowing a first down there. You're just maybe going to give them a few yards and let them set up for a field goal. Instead, you let them move the chains, and now they're knocking on your door first and goal.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
After getting knocked back, it's second and goal from the 4. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. Lets it fly. And a flag comes in as this one falls incomplete. Let's see what the call is. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. On first and goal, let's see what Washington does.
Here we go.
Trying to punch it in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt.
I think it would be great if this offense leaned on the run game more in the red zone. Leaned on their back, man. Give it to him. Let him do his thing. He hadn't even gotten the end zone yet this season, so love to see him get that opportunity to maybe punch one in here.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Husky. Fit it in the window for the score.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
And these decisions to go for two, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Touchdown, Washington. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead.
Linebackers are so athletic nowadays in college football. They can play man on running backs and tight ends and all over the field. And how about the linebacker making the athletic interception and then showing you he could be a running back, taking it all the way back to the house for a touchdown.
Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Wants to go up top on first down. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical, they're too fast, and they force a negative play.
Wants to fire on second down. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Stands in and takes the hit. Another interception. That's his fourth of the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's the danger about being in a third and long situation. You've got to push the football downfield. The defense is expecting it. So they've got guys in the back end with their eyes on the QB. They're able to make the interception. This offense is going to have to do a better job generating.
Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making a play, forcing the incompletion.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And they don't want to waste this great field position here on third and long. Quarterback may change this route. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Good timing on the quick out. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. He'll line it up from the right side, a 37-yarder coming up. And that is no good. An opportunity to really build this lead goes by the boards, but it's still a 19-point game.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like, The field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Gets rid of it. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college.
He's got it along the sideline. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Looking to fire. Working that left side now. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Cardinals in the hurry up.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Throwing on the run. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. Will be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Off the play fake on first down. To throw. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Goes to the option. Creates a little space. Brings him to the open. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play. And the Huskies, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking to throw on first down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
So now it's second and long. They send the tight end in motion. Trying play action. Rifles it down the middle. Touchdown, Husky! And the punishment has been extended.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, the big top 15 battle is underway, and it's been very interesting so far. Penn State is getting blitzed right now in Beaver Stadium in front of that super loyal fan base. Loyal, but my goodness, that's being tested today.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he's not going to take the touchback. And he pumps it up inside the 20. The kicking team's got it, and they take the ball right back.
Kick returners usually have to have that home run ability, the ability to take it to the house 100-plus yards. But it's also a tough skill because you've got all these guys flying down the field so fast, and sometimes you get a big hit and ball security becomes an issue.
He almost or 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and...
Touchdown, Huskies! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
After that amazing performance in Week 1, this offense wasn't content. They felt like they left some plays out on the field, even though they were able to get that win. I feel like they've taken another step. They've raised their intensity level. They've raised their execution. This team is going to be a contender this year. You can just feel it.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw, it's flat. Here's a hit. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Well, this defense has just had this QB's number all game long. We're here in the fourth quarter, and still, he's not able to set up in the pocket. He gets flushed to the outside, nothing open, and it's an incompletion.
It'll be 3rd and long. Off the play fake. Oh, they're after him. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Man, this offense just keeps trying to find something to go well. They're down so big. There's still time on the clock. Maybe they can put something together, but so far today, this has been ugly.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Blasted as he lets it go. And make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. He wants to change this route. They'll send the back in motion. They'll run play action. The throw to the outside is complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11. He is having a day. Already visited the end zone 3 times, and he might get back there again soon, David.
I mean, just crazy. He's getting open. They haven't had an answer for him. You think at some point you go, all right, he's not going to beat me anymore.
Oh, it's a fumble. And the fumble will go out of bounds. They'll lose a few on that one. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Under fire. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He'll need some juice in that arm on 3rd and long. Rolling, throwing, looking right. He's got it on the outside. He is denied, cannot get to the 1st down marker, and it's 4th down coming.
And these are shots to your pride, man. Like, you've been getting roasted all day long, and you're down big, and the offense is still chucking the football. I think it says something about you. It's a look in the mirror type situation. This is one of those days they're going to want to forget.
desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guy.
Turning it on. Oh, what a cut. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a 1st down. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. To throw, it's flat. Throws to the wideout. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and get into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. The Cardinals will line it up on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Time to take a shot. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Defense will take a timeout with 28 seconds left. And the Cardinals have it with a 1st and goal. He's looking to pass. And he takes it in the end zone for a touchdown. A little window dressing here at the end of the game.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And the extra point is good.
40. 14.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Coffee. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Making side adjustments here. Gets the back moving. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Wolf. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Assuming they can wrap this one up, guys, they've served notice early in the season. Winning a game like this, that this passing game will have to be dealt with.
Yeah, top 10 team, too, because everybody knew the talent they had coming back on offense, the playmakers at the skill positions. And, David, we've seen it early this season. In this game, they've been throwing it all over the yard.
Yeah, but you do want to see it against good competition. So that's what's fun about today, like proving it against a really good team. We can talk about, you know, this guy's a star, this guy's a star. Now doing it like this on this stage, now I'm a believer.
Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially in these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
To the air. It's Fleck. Pressure coming. They get to him as he throws. Oh, it's picked off. And he is brought to the ground, and that's how we'll wrap this one up. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for